In a moment that had the internet buzzing and newsrooms chuckling coast to coast, World News Tonight anchor David Muir was left visibly stunned, and hilariously speechless, during a surprise on-air tribute to his longtime friend, Kelly Ripa, in honor of her 55th birthday. The award-winning journalist, usually unflappable even in breaking news chaos, found himself caught completely off guard during a segment he believed was meant to spotlight a charity collaboration between Ripa and the ABC network. Instead, what unfolded live on air was a rollercoaster of nostalgia, mischief, and one very unexpected flash mob. It started with a smile. It all began innocently enough. Muir, dressed in his signature crisp navy suit, introduced what he described as a heartwarming look at a media icon giving back. He smiled warmly as clips of Ripa's early days on Live rolled across the screen, her platinum blonde hair bouncing as she danced through segments with Regis Philbin, then later with Ryan Seacrest. "She's not just a morning show host," Muir said in his calm, anchorman voice. "She's a powerhouse, a philanthropist, a mother, a friend, and, wait a second." The footage had suddenly shifted. Now viewers saw a montage of behind-the-scenes pranks that Ripa had pulled over the years, gluing Ryan's coffee mug to the desk, swapping cue cards with dad jokes, and even dressing up as David Muir for Halloween one year, a startlingly accurate imitation complete with a fake teleprompter and a bottle of serious journalist serum. Back in the studio, Muir blinked. "Is this? Who approved this package?" he asked with a half-smile. And then came the confetti. The studio turns into a party. Without warning, the World News Tonight set darkened. The lights shifted to bright pink and gold. Out of the wings came a group of dancers dressed as iconic Kelly Ripa characters. There was Hope from All My Children, 90s workout Kelly in neon spandex, and even a dancing latte foam art Kelly. Leading them, none other than Kelly Ripa herself. Wearing a rhinestone-studded jumpsuit and glitter heels that would make Elton John jealous, Ripa pranced onto the set holding a bedazzled microphone. "Surprise," she sang, before launching into a parody of Vogue, rewritten entirely about aging gracefully in television. David Muir, the ever-composed journalist who had reported from war zones, hurricane aftermaths, and presidential elections, could only place his head in his hands and laugh. "I thought we were doing a segment on clean water in New Jersey," he shouted over the music, barely audible as Ripa twirled past him. The tribute that went too far. Almost. As the song ended and the lights returned to normal, Muir stood up, adjusted his tie, and turned to the camera. "Well, folks," he said, deadpan, "this just in, Kelly Ripa is officially 55 and still out of control." The camera panned to Ripa, now sipping champagne from a coffee mug labeled, "Too Glam to Give a Damn." "I had to," she said, shrugging with a grin. "You've made me cry too many times with those sweet, serious tributes. I had to balance the scales." But it wasn't all glitter and giggles. After the laughter settled, Muir surprised Ripa with his own message, this time genuine and straight from the heart. A moment of real emotion. "I joke a lot about Kelly," Muir said, turning toward his friend. "But the truth is, I've seen her work ethic behind the scenes. I've seen her generosity when no one is watching. She's the first to text when you've had a hard day, the first to show up when no one else does, and the last to ever ask for credit." He paused. Ripa, normally all sass and sparkle, seemed genuinely touched. Her eyes shimmered, perhaps with tears, perhaps just the glitter. "You've defined what it means to stay relevant without losing your soul," Muir continued. "And I, along with millions of others, am grateful to witness your light every day." The studio fell silent for a moment. Then, from offstage, someone yelled, "Kiss already." And the spell was broken. Ripa burst into laughter. "We're not giving the tabloids that headline today," she quipped. Social media meltdown. Within minutes, clips of the surprise aired on social media. The hashtag Davidankali began trending, with fans commenting on everything from Muir's shocked expression to Ripa's unstoppable energy. One user tweeted, "David Muir surviving wars and world crises, only to be emotionally taken out by Kelly Ripa's glitter jumpsuit, is peak television." Another said, "Can they co-host something? Anything. Even bingo night. I'd watch." Even fellow celebrities chimed in. Ryan Seacrest posted a photo of the flash mob with the caption, "I trained her well." You're welcome, America. The morning after. The next morning, Ripa returned to live with Kelly and Mark, greeted by a giant birthday cake in the shape of her own head. Too much? She asked, poking at the fondant eyebrow. Not enough, her husband Mark Consuelos replied, before showing a clip of David Muir's flabbergasted face on loop. Back at World News Tonight, Muir opened his broadcast with a wink. Tonight, breaking news, Kelly Ripa turns 55 and the world may never recover. Final thoughts. In a media landscape often consumed by heavy headlines and somber stories, the birthday ambush was a welcome burst of levity. It reminded viewers not just of Ripa's enduring charm, but of the friendships that form behind the scenes of television. As for Muir, while he's known for keeping his cool under pressure, this may go down as the moment that cracked his journalistic shell, if only for a minute. And while the world now waits to see how he might retaliate on her next birthday, one thing is certain, no one surprises Kelly Ripa. Except, maybe, Kelly Ripa.